Greetings, ladies and gents. I am coming to do my week 33 and 34 update. I'm currently 35 weeks today, which is December the 19th, and tomorrow I will be 36 weeks. So let's get started. I had an ultrasound appointment on November the 29th, and at that time, Aubrey's fetal heartbeat was 131. She has her hands in her mouth. As always, it's either the umbilical cord or her hands. It's always something in her mouth, though. That was after Thanksgiving, so I was the same weight as I was for my pre-pregnancy weight, so I gained my 2 pounds back. She actually had hiccups that week for the very first time, which is so hilarious, because it just was like I can feel it, like really like a person with hiccups. I had vajayjay moisture increase, so I have had to start wearing panty liners. I'm very, very sleepy in week 33. Like, I have to take a nap. And that's pretty much it for week 33. For week 34, I had a OB appointment. And at that appointment, I was still weighing the same as I was when I got pregnant. Her fetal heartbeat was 140. She was definitely a lot more active on that appointment. She had hiccups again all week 34. I had a nosebleed in week 34 as well. I don't know what happened. I went to wipe my nose and it was just blood. I just thought it was running, but it was blood. And that only happened once. I also had another ultrasound appointment in week 34. My appointments during this time is I have my OB appointment every 2 weeks, and then I have my ultrasound appointment every week. And so I had that appointment on December the 9th. I lost a pound from my previous appointments. Her fetal heartbeat was 147, and at that appointment, she was weighing 5 pounds, 12 ounces. And she was in the 53 percentile as far as the growth scan. And you may see my stomach doing some stuff here. You may see her move, and I'll go ahead and do a belly shot real quick. And this is, might as well say 9 months, because I'll be 9 months tomorrow. But if you see the part of my stomach here, like rolling and moving and doing something, that's just her, because she's like super active right now. So we saw her practicing her breathing, and you probably just saw it, saw her moving. We saw her practicing her breathing. She was measuring 2 days ahead at that ultrasound appointment, and she was moving a lot during the ultrasound. Like, when they try to check her umbilical cord to just make sure that it's pulsating the way that it's supposed to, that it's sounding right, she always moves it. So they always have to do it like several times. During week 34, I experienced some cramping towards the end of the week, but that was just like one day. I don't know what that was. May have been something I ate, not really sure. What else happened in week 34? Braxton Hicks. So I started to experience Braxton Hicks pretty much, I think that started... that started week 34, probably about the latter part of week 33. And at that point, I really didn't know what they were, because I didn't have Braxton Hicks with either of her sisters. So, and if I had them, I didn't feel them, or I was too young to know what they were. But I did notice them more in week 34, and I have been noticing them more since then. Since I am 35 weeks and 36 weeks tomorrow, I'll go ahead and include week 35 update. I started my appointments. My OB appointments are now every week, and my ultrasound appointments are now every week. So every Tuesdays and Thursdays, I am at a doctor's appointment. I went in on December the 13th, and I had my cultures done for Group B strep. At that appointment, I had lost 2 pounds at the previous appointments. Well, I had gained those 2 pounds back, which brought me 1 pound more than my pre-pregnancy weight. So my weight is like this right now, and it's probably because she's growing. Her heartbeat at that appointment was 137, and her heartbeat is typically lower in my afternoon appointments, and I think it's because it's around her nap time versus like in the morning. And I also had my ultrasound appointment in week 35 on December the 15th. Her fetal heartbeat was 142. She was moving, of course. On that appointment, we were talking, and her dad asked me, "Why is all her hands is always in her mouth like earlier during the week?" And I explained to him, because your hands is always in your mouth. His hands is always in his mouth. He bite his nails. So I said, because your hands is probably always in your mouth. And when I was telling the ultrasound tech that, because on the picture her hands was in her mouth, she did like this, like she was blowing a kiss. It was so cute. It was so funny. And I have the ultrasound picture, and I will try to get it added. She was snuggling with her umbilical cord, also during that appointment. As usual, she always has it just bundled up in her chest, holding onto it with one hand and her hand in her mouth on the other, and with the other one. And then every now and then you'll see her take the cord and put it in her mouth. I don't know if she's tasting it or the vibration soothes her. Not really sure. By the time that between my December 13th appointment and December the 15th appointment, I had lost weight. So I was down to 205. My pre-pregnancy weight was 206. I had lost weight 1 pound less than my pre-pregnancy weight. So like I say, my weight is just kind of, it fluctuates. I'm still very sleepy doing week 35, and my kids are looking at me because they're just weird like that. They're probably trying to figure out, who am I talking to? I'm feeling a lot of pressure when I walk, almost like she's like bearing down on my vagina. Oh, sorry. So that's what it feels like. So sometimes when I get up, I have to kind of get up slowly, because it's almost like something is like doing like this. She's still head down. She's been head down for some time now. She's still having those hiccups like crazy. I still can't lay on my right side. I still have to only lay on the left side to keep from getting heartburn. That is, I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. And it makes me nauseous. And I'm also getting resting hits. As far as the heartburn goes, I didn't mention that for week 33 and 34, because it hasn't changed. It is the same as it was. My medication does not last the 12 hours, so I just really deal with it. I eat a lot of ice, and I try to drink a lot of cold water when it happens. But yeah, it is what it is. So my hair has actually grown a lot. You probably always see it up, but my hair has grown a lot during pregnancy. My husband says this morning, your hair is like almost in the middle of your back. Like it has grown. But it's hard for me to do anything with. I'm not a beautician. I'm not good with hair to that degree. I can add weave, but my natural hair, it's difficult. So I typically do a ponytail and put it up in a bun, as you see here. And that's how it is most of the time. But that is all. One more thing. We did talk on my last ultrasound appointment. The ultrasound technician mentioned that they are planning to, the Atlanta perinatal that I go to, which is for like her growth and et cetera, that they work closely with my doctor's office. They are planning to induce me either week 38 or 39 because of my age of maturity, is what she says. I'll be 40 in February. So because I'm so close to being 40 before I deliver, they prefer that I not go my 40 weeks. I have a doctor's appointment with my OB tomorrow, and I'm going to ask her, because she hadn't mentioned it, I'm going to ask her if that's still the plan, and if so, which week does she plan to do that, either week 38 or week 39. If possible, I prefer to wait until week 39 to do that, only because I have some things that I need to kind of get done and wrap up. But that is it. This update is 10 minutes long. Sorry, guys. But that is about it. Love, hugs, kisses. My husband has just pulled up as well so that we can go and try to run some errands and do an outing really quickly with the kids. So, smooches. Love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.